Welcome back. I am theundj, and this is Confessing Lies or Telling Stories. We're all over the place here, aren't we? And it's not our fault. It's because the world is all over the place. We're just following. We got some more wild clips. Are you ready? Let's ride.
The Pentagon today released the third batch of declassified files related to unidentified anomalous phenomena, more commonly known as UFOs. The 72 newly released files date from the 1940s to this year and include materials from the FBI, CIA, Department of Defense, and NASA.
More and more of the videos in this release, or this batch of documents and videos, show red orbs than the previous two releases. Another thing that was really striking is more of the videos in this one are taken on iPhones. There's a lot more recent video than we've seen in the previous two, which included a lot more video from U.S. military aircraft. So it's just grainier and darker, whereas you can see here, you can make out colors in some cases. There also includes more eyewitness interviews and testimony that are provided by the CIA and the FBI in these. And what's striking about that is, as opposed to the ones that we've seen in the past releases that include U.S. military documents, they at times they identify the individuals who are giving these testimonies as being highly credible in their testimony. So again, it's very similar to the past releases, but we are seeing nuances and slight differences here that are just interesting to go through.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not very impressed with all this declassified information they're releasing. It has a real distraction type vibe to it. All of a sudden, here, read this, here, look at this. Ooh, wow, ooh. What are you trying to distract me from? Because we've already known this existed and you denied it for decades. Now, all of a sudden, it's, all right, you got me here. They don't just do that. Everything is strategic. We need to figure out why they're doing this.
It's going to affect you. Now, if I don't have your attention yet, let me get you really scared. Are you ready? These are the 8 top humanoid robots that are on the market. I'm only going to focus on one. I'm going to focus on the one Figure 0 from Figure AI. Why am I focusing on them? They have contracts with the top 200 Fortune 200 companies in the world. They all have made their orders to order this robot. Not only have they put in orders, but they've also said, we want the robot to be smart, and they've given it huge amounts of data, their maintenance books. So a lot of these robots first will be deployed in jobs where human beings don't want to work, say in a factory, or people in mining who are about 1 kilometer underground in that heat. Nobody wants to work there. So these robots will be deployed there. So they've given all the data on all the manuals so these robots know what to do. Now here's the thing, not only do these robots have all the data from the top 200 Fortune 200 companies in the world, these robots have all the knowledge of every ChatGPT and AI ever given. That's what's inside the brains of these robots. It has the power of this intelligence of AI, plus all the knowledge of the top Fortune 200 companies, and this is being deployed this summer.
You might want to be careful with things that we create as relief, things that take the task that we don't want off of our hands. And the reason I'm saying that is because, is it medicine used for the same thing? Like, what's it called? Pain relief. Take too many of them and you will relieve every pain, past, present, and future, for good. So I just think we should tread lightly. I'm not sure if we should do this because we may not want to do these jobs. But what if we need to do these jobs? What if humans are supposed to be the ones doing these jobs? It's a slippery slope. There's still time. Now, you already know how I feel about this. I don't know where I would have went when that thing crawled up on the first clip, because I'm not jumping in that water. It came out of that water. But I'm also not going to let it just climb up. That second thing, that little snow monster, whatever, there's a name for it. I think it starts with a K. I always forget the names. I learn them, then I forget them by the time I do the video. But everybody's like, ooh, whatever that is. Like, it's just known to everyone. I've never seen that before. What is that? And then the last one, like, come on. I already don't go in water. I already don't approach things that I don't know. And all I keep doing is giving you more and more reasons as to why my decision is great. And anybody who sticks around to record and find out and investigate, very bad decision.
So, what does the matrix look like? Let me show you. Despite what you might be thinking, these two circles are not equal. I repeat, these two circles are not equal. One is in fact larger than the other. What I need you to do is determine which one that is. So, please raise your hand if you believe the blue circle is larger than the red. All right. Please raise your hand if you believe the red circle is larger than the blue. All right, very good. Now, before I said anything about these two circles, what was your first instinct? Equal, right? Because they look equal. And the reason why they look equal is because, in fact, they are equal. These two circles are identical. Yet I got just about every one of you to raise your hand and say that they're not. So what did we learn? That you can be manipulated like that to believe in something that goes against your natural instincts. Just imagine as a child you're taught that the blue circle is larger than the red. If you say it enough times, you convince yourself that's the truth. If you're told the lie enough times, it becomes part of your reality. And if enough people are taught that lie, that the blue circle is larger than the red, well, now it becomes part of the culture. And if that culture then passes that misinformation along to the next generation, well, now it becomes tradition.
Now, if you're pretty much honest with yourself, when you first saw the circles, they looked identical. It wasn't until you heard that they weren't that your brain started to play tricks. Some would see that the blue circle started to become larger than the red slightly. Others would see that the red circle started to become slightly larger than the blue. But once you heard that instruction, your brain started aligning the pictures to fit with the instructions you were given. But before you were given any instructions, your brain saw exactly what was there. Two identical circles. One statement, and your brain started changing things. Why? Because you started doubting things. This is what I mean by be careful what you think. It's far more powerful than you think. Do not let people control what your lying ass eyes show you. Just let your eyes lie and trust them more than you trust anyone else's mouth. How could reality look any more real than that? I put this clip in here to show you that it is not going to be hard to fool you. They are going to be able to show you exactly what they need to show you. This kind of technology is not even the best. It's just really, really good. And there's a lot more clips like this, and I'm going to include some more. But the bottom line is, They can show you whatever they want to show you. Something coming out the sky, something coming out of the ocean, things flying around. Look at this. And this is just a theater.
Favorite? Out. Out.
Clips like this are going to help us kind of discontinue the human race, because this is not a good advocate for having children. I mean, them little hands under the door, did you see the face that those hands were attached to? Talking about my 1-year-old daughter. I know she didn't look like that. The little ghost behind the other one, there's always something attached to them, or they're doing something weird. I just had one where somebody was just jumping off the top of a bed. How did you get up there? These children better cut this out. If they want us to continue the human race, they better stop all this craziness and start acting like children again. This is crazy.
It's a warm hoodie.
Yeah, no, it's a thick hoodie. It's a company hoodie. We print our mission on the inside.
What? Oh my
really?
God, the inside of the hoodie, everybody. Take a moment. What is it? Making
Making the world more open and connected.
oh my God, it's like a secret cult. And this weird symbol in the middle that is probably for the Illuminati. Oh, 2010.
No, it's 2010.
Oh no. I read Dan Brown on them.
The weird never stops surrounding the celebrities and the elites. There's always something up with them. Now, I don't know our president enough to know if he had brown eyes before and blue eyes now, so let me know. But we do know that there's always something crazy going on with these elite people.
Well, needless to say, sold my soul.
Sometimes they don't want to, and they're, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, it's sounding a little bit strange. And I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, I get a little bit mad.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about? All right, well, I have tickets to see the devil worshiper.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
Like I said, there's always something going on with them, huh? They make the deals, they get what they ask for. I always want to know, right before it's time to pay the piper, my question would always be, was it worth it? Because it looks fun. From down here, their lives look amazing. Celebrities, elite, of course you want to partake. But right before it's time for the lights out type, I always want to know, was it worth it? Would you still do it again now that it's time to go? First of all, I'm not going anywhere that a Rottweiler won't go. I noticed that the dog stayed right there. It never went not one more step up. That was it. This is as far as I go. So when the Rottweiler won't go, well, then I'm definitely not going. This says Airbnb, not even your house. Why are you still there? How is this video this long? Airbnb, something stupid, out of here, refund.
With an urgent warning tonight about artificial intelligence, his concerns about how quickly it's developing, why he's urging other AI companies to slow down, and why he's calling for immediate government regulation of his own industry. In the midst of a global artificial intelligence race, tonight, Dario Amodei, the CEO of the powerful AI company Anthropic, delivered an urgent warning about its dangers and is proposing the government should step in.
We need to collect better data on what's happening, right? There's been a lot of debate about what's happening in the labor market with AI now and what will happen in the future.
In a lengthy essay, Amodei, whose company is valued at nearly $1 trillion, says AI is advancing at a lightning pace with no oversight, saying the government should be allowed to legally block or halt dangerous AI models if they pose a threat to public safety. How much of an onus falls on you, falls on Anthropic? Where is the responsibility to make sure that you're creating a safe product that doesn't create a worst case scenario?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're building it. The onus is on us, right? I think the government has a role in setting standards, in helping us identify and track down threats. So the government has to do its part as well, and I think the government is starting to do its part. But the onus primarily falls on us.
How do you account for countries such as China to be good actors, responsible citizens when it comes to artificial intelligence overall?
I don't think they will be on their own. If we are the ones who are leading in AI, which I think we should continue to do, then it is easier to get our adversaries to agree to at least some minimal amount of restraint. I don't think we're going to get a lot. I don't trust China at all.
I know exactly why he wants the government to kill it. It's because if you helped invent it, you know if you invented a monster. I don't care if you're a parent or an inventor or creator. Whatever your product is, you know if it's dangerous. You know if you made a mistake. You know if it's going to be a threat to mankind. And if you're responsible, you'll warn the rest of us. That's exactly what's happening.
Soon, the Earth will stop accepting certain types of people. Spiritist doctrine records that the planet will shift from a world of trials and expiations to a world of regeneration, with a projected milestone of 2057. From that point on, the criterion that determines who remains will have nothing to do with religion, credentials, or wealth. It is exclusively vibrational. And it excludes entire categories of people who would never imagine being on the list. Those who cultivated selfishness as the axis of their lives will be left out. Those who carry old grudges and refuse to forgive will be left out because they sustain within themselves a dense frequency that anchors them in a vibration incompatible with the new earth. Those who spent an entire existence repeating the word love without ever having vibrated that feeling truthfully in the body will also be left out. The question was never what you declared, it was what you vibrated when no one was paying attention.
Looks like fake is going to be phased out. You can pretend all you want to, but if you're not authentic or whatever you authentically are, will be exposed. I'm ready for it. You know, I love the part in 300 where they kind of held him up by the ankles. If you don't meet the standards, you got to go. We don't have time for this. Whatever's coming is coming. We need the best of us. We need the population at its strongest. And we don't have time for weaklings. So raise the bar or move to the side.
When she opens the bathroom door, the shower is already open, and the handle is on the floor. Then, for less than a second, the camera catches a black shadow standing inside the shower. As soon as the light turns on, the figure fades, like it was never there. There was nowhere it could hide, and after that moment, the singing stopped completely. She believes it was the same entity that had been haunting her home for months. Watch it again. Do you see it disappear?
No one should be in my bathroom singing. And if I hear someone in my bathroom singing, I'm not going to open the door. I'm going to add some percussion to the song for them, right through the door. Just add a little beat for them, a lot of snare. You know what I'm saying. And then, if that doesn't help, then I run, because I ain't got nothing else. That's it. That's the best I can do. Add some percussion to your song through the door. And if that doesn't kill the song, well, then this is your house. I'm out.
In New York, right? This is the first time I've shared this story publicly. I was doing a show one night in New York, and this guy had on sunglasses in the front row. And I said, listen, I'm not going to keep coming back over here seeing you with these sunglasses. There's no sun in here, and you're being disrespectful. I need to be able to see you, right? So he laughing, and I walk to the other side of the stage. I come back. I said, you think I'm playing? If you don't take them damn glasses off, Roseanne, he lifted up his glasses and everything was black.
Oh, he didn't have any eyes?
Did you hear what I said?
What?
He lifted up his glasses and everything was black. The energy I got from him was, do you want to comment? I look back at him, and the energy I gave him was, I'ma mind my business and walk my ass back down to the other side of the stage because I want to keep my fat neck. I'm not questioning shit. Keep your glasses on. I bought him a drink too because I didn't want it to go no further. I didn't want him to be offended.
Oh, that's scary.
So, we don't know what
I thought you meant he just had like a black holes there with no eyes.
No, there was just complete black. Like it wasn't, it was as if just make my eyeball all black.
Yeah, no whites in the eye. Just demonic, you mean?
I didn't get that feeling. Like I didn't get a feeling of evil. I just got a feeling of you really don't want to fuck with this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You really don't want us to go any further. And I was like, you're right, sugar. You're right. I'm going to walk down here. You want to run? No, Hennessy, what you like?
Ooh, that's terrifying.
I'm going to call that a smart decision and good instincts. Don't be messing with anything that's not messing with you, especially when it's like that. And I feel like there was some reserve there because the shades should have let you know, leave me alone. But when the shades didn't do it and you keep coming down here, let me just show you what's under the shades. You sure you want me to take them off? And she made a great decision. No, as a matter of fact, keep them on and here's a drink. Kudos. That's how you handle it.
Lock in.
I don't get it either. How am I just put it back? How are we seeing the shadow of the tree from the flashlight when it's the sky behind the tree? And why is there a stop point at the end of my flashlight when it's pointed at the sky? Why isn't it going on further? Don't cuss. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm just dumb and I just don't get it.
Yeah, I think I'm dumb too. I don't understand.
There's a fucking shadow in the sky. Let me see if I can zoom. There's a shadow. You're going too fast. I don't think I have either. Not in the sky. It just kind of disappears, you know?
Now, there are a few people who claim that this is happening because of fog. Okay, I understand. Fog can look like a solid mass if it's thick enough. But I have two things I want to say back to that. Number one is, wouldn't fog be the perfect excuse to hide what it really is? And number two, explain to me how it will look any different if it wasn't fog and it was exactly what it looks like it is, which is as far up as you can go. I just want to know how we're supposed to tell the difference if they both look identical. And I haven't seen fog like this. And it's just people typing the word fog. That's 3 letters. And because of 3 letters, I'm supposed to change what both of my eyes and my brain is telling me isn't right. It's going to take a little more than fog.
Robots are picking fruit off trees, and the orchards using them never have to stop harvesting. Tevel, an Israeli startup, built tethered quadcopter drones that use AI vision to scan each piece of fruit, judge its ripeness, and pick it without bruising. 6 drones connect to a single mobile platform that rolls between rows, providing power and processing. The system runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is not novelty. The UN estimates orchard labor availability dropped 50% over the past 20 years, while fruit production doubled. Tevel is now operating across Italy, the US, Chile, and Israel, with $38 million in Series C funding from agricultural giants like Kubota. The harvest does not wait for workers anymore. Now it does not have to. Follow Core Index for more AI news.
Looks to me that very few industries are going to be safe as far as job security. It's able to do pretty much everything. And it's funny to me because the jobs that is going to be very hard to replace are the ones that everybody gets shamed for having, like gentlemen's clubs. I don't see the robots getting up there and entertaining the way it needs to be entertained. You understand? So this is crazy to me. Again, there's still time. We can dial it back and just be like, you know what? We can do it, but let's not.
Your grandkids will marry an AI human.
What's your conviction level on that?
100%.
That they're going to marry an
That
AI?
your grandchild is going to marry an AI human.
So this is what we've been talking about. I think people are going to have relationships, fully AI boyfriend, girlfriends. I think it's going to be indistinguishable.
You mean Megan Fox, right? The thing like from that movie, you saw that?
No.
On Netflix? Like the AI robot.
Are you talking about she or her or whatever it is?
Not that one. There was a Megan Fox one that just came out. Nonetheless, they're
Yeah.
all the same. I believe a robot that is fully AI will marry a human and vice versa for real in your lifetime at scale.
And when you say an AI, does that mean like a physical body of a
Yes.
robot? So you're saying that the bodies will get so good that it will look like
Yes.
you and like I could.
I don't know if you know this, but people have sex with sex dolls.
What? Jack does. That explains what that thing is in
Me?
your closet,
What?
Jack.
No.
And obviously, like
Yeah.
that is like super taboo, and it's 2025. And I'm not educated on it, though I don't judge anyone who does, but my intuition is that in 20 years, because the AI can power the robot and because of where we're going and what's going on, that's fully.
Yeah, I believe this too. I agree with it. There are basically just the standards in dating, the difficulty, the fact that less than 10% are the most desired on both ends. It's crazy. As soon as they can sit there and perfect just a little bit more, oh yes, it's going to be human AI relationships. Why? Because then you get to control it. You get to have what you want, exactly what you want, the way you want it. I don't like it. I'd rather just argue, fight, not get along sometimes, make up the human experience. And plus, to me, nothing can replace a woman. Just, it's impossible.
This is a police officer's dash cam that apparently caught a literal ghost vehicle right there. Do you see that? It's right there. That is creepy.
After seeing just a couple of clips, I noticed that this is actually a very popular thing that's happening a lot. So I haven't really, did any deep dive on what causes it, what it is supposed to be, whether it is a ghost truck or ghost car, or is it some kind of memory glitch, some kind of loop. But I'm going to find out. And when I do, I'll let you know. But whatever it is weird, and it's been seen by quite a few people. If you have the experience, please let me know.
You've said that the devil runs Hollywood.
I did say that.
You still believe it?
Let me ask you a question. Didn't we just have Christmas?
Yes.
What were the films premiered for Christmas? Name the titles you can think of now.
I can't really think of any actual Christmas films. No, you're not really seeing Christmas movies right now.
You're not really seeing and then
There's no
Nostradamus
Grinch,
too? What is that?
Yeah.
I can't even say it, it's so evil. That the vampire movie?
Yeah.
If you look at the marketing for the new Christmas vampire movie, Vlad, it doesn't say devil. It says, darkness. And, so to answer your question, the rating system in Hollywood is what it is. So you have G, PG, rated R, all of that. Which one of all those ratings, Vlad, is the most profitable?
G.
G. Yeah. What percentage of G films are made every year?
30%.
Something like that.
Yep.
I ask you, Vlad, why would the highest profitable rating be only 30%? What are they making in that other 70%, Vlad?
I can tell you right now that whenever a Baldwin speaks, you might want to listen. The entire family is involved and woven into that industry. They are not guessing. They are not lying. If they speak, listen, because it is true. Their family would know.
Everything, and I mean everything that we have been told about Russia is a lie, okay? So when Tucker Carlson was going around looking at the grocery stores, that was not propaganda. That is real. Like I said, an entire Catholic family moved there from Iowa, and I asked them blankly, is this just in Moscow? They live an hour and a half outside. No. This is one of the most amazing things is how cheap the food is, how healthy the food is, that every place is like Whole Foods. They particularly pointed out the grocery stores, but I don't want you to take it from me. I don't want you to take it from Tucker Carlson. I want you to go for yourself. I want you to use your own eyes, and I want you to believe your own eyes. My takeaway from visiting Russia is that it is our society that is on the decline, not theirs. Russia, like I said, has not been communist in over 30 years. What about us? Pornography, welfarism, nonstop war, debt, people telling us that this is freedom, right? This is great. This is you being free. You wouldn't want to live in Russia. That's the boogeyman syndrome, right? They're comparing it to something that you've never seen so that you don't, riot in the streets, demanding change, recognizing that we are actually being stolen from. Our inheritance is being stolen from. And these people are growing increasingly dangerous in their demands, increasingly communist in our demands. They want to control our words, to control our thoughts, to punish us, tagging the U.S. Treasury. They want me to go to prison for going to Russia on a family vacation. You will know them by their fruits.
Unfortunately, this kind of thing is true. Our country could do a lot more for us if it wanted to. And yeah, it seems like we have a great existence. Freedom, all kinds of choices, and the food is plentiful, at least seemingly. And I'll use that term food loosely. But unless you go to these other countries, I just did one with China in the cars. It's a reason why you don't see those brands over here. And I understand there's certain sacrifices to be made if you're going to be the strongest economy on the planet. Fine, but are we? Honestly, are we the strongest economy? Or are we just the most threatening nation because, we're good at bullying and we spend a lot of money on our military? You really want that problem with us? That doesn't make us the strongest economy. It just makes us a strong economy, willing to do things that others aren't. But we could take care of our people, and we could have all the technology and the setup that these other countries have, but it's just not as profitable. Just like the medical field, they could cure, but it's not as profitable. So they just manage. And this is why I haven't been sleeping well, because apparently these are the kind of things that happen when you're sleeping. I don't like this. I could almost hear whatever that was letting that mirror fall say damn when it missed, like he really wanted to hurt him. This is crazy. Make sure you pay attention to the energy in your space. If you feel like you're uncomfortable in your own personal space, chances are there's a real reason. Do not ignore it.
A man called the police after tipping a female live streamer $100,000. During one of her live streams, her filter suddenly glitched. A woman who looked like she was in her 20s instantly appeared to be in her 50s, and the man broke down on the spot, feeling that he had been deceived. For the past 3 months, he had believed he was supporting a young and beautiful live streamer. In order to get her attention and responses, he kept sending gifts, eventually tipping a total of $100,000. After this live stream accident, the female streamer also lost 140,000 followers within just a few hours. The man could not accept what he had seen. Realizing that he had suffered serious emotional deception and financial misdirection, he did not hesitate. Right after the filter failed, he called the police and demanded that his massive tips be refunded. But the answer from the police made him even more desperate. Voluntary tips cannot be refunded. A sudden live stream accident turned that $100,000 into nothing. Some people said it was lucky that the filter broke this time. Otherwise, this man might have continued throwing even more money at her. Today, it was $100,000. Tomorrow, it could have been his house, his car, or even all of his savings. And the female live streamer only needs to change her look, move to another platform, and she can keep deceiving people for money. Many online users are strongly demanding that live stream platforms ban beauty filters. Do you support this?
I go a little hard on people who do things like this. Like, I can't feel sorry for you because that's what you get trying to pay for what should be earned. I just don't believe in trying to buy something like that. Either you measure up or you don't. You get out there, you make yourself a better version of yourself. You get your finances together, and you get out there and you do your thing. You earn it. You hunt. But to try to just buy your way in and pay for it, if you get burned, you get no sympathy from me because you know we're supposed to hunt and earn it. We're supposed to be desirable. We're not just supposed to go out there and make a purchase and expect it to love us and be loyal to us. Like, that's crazy.
There's a theory that Garth Brooks isn't just a country legend, but he's a serial killer secretly hiding in plain sight. This all started when comedian Tom Segura started pointing out something strange. A disturbing amount of people have gone missing in cities where Garth Brooks was touring. Like, way too many for it to be a coincidence. We are talking decades of overlapping timelines. Missing person cases tied to his tour stops from the early 90s all the way into the 2010s. Obviously, none of this is proven. It's a conspiracy theory, but it's weird. Now, here's the part that really creeps me out. Garth Brooks has this created alter ego named Chris Gaines, and it's his character, and it looks totally different from him. He has dark hair, soul patch, rock star energy. Garth explained it to everyone, saying that this was for a movie role that never ended up happening, which is very common. Conspiracy theorists think that this was something else entirely. They say that Chris Gaines was his mask, a way to express his darker impulses through music. Some even believe that he used this persona to explore his so-called killer identity without getting caught. And I totally understand how this sounds very far-fetched, but watch this interview. It's from 1989, and they ask him if he would ever act in a movie, and Garth says that he did not want to be the hero. Instead, he says that he would rather kill somebody, and that it would be fun. And you know, that's very valid. Villains are really fun to play, but just watch the video.
You're quiet, laid back. That's the first impression we get of Garth Brooks, right?
If somebody called you up and said, hey, we've got this charity thing going on, would you ride a bull?
I'd rather kill somebody. That'd be fun. If you run with your eyes shut, you're gonna run into something. Dreamers don't last long in this town.
Now, years later, after all of this, Garth is still involved in this ongoing legal case with a woman who accused him of doing terrible things to her. The case is still open, and it was life-threatening towards her. Some people believe that these deaths were occurring because they were part of a ritual, a way to stay famous, to stay powerful, to stay untouchable. And we hear about that a lot with the Hollywood elite, you know, the conspiracy theories around it. I'm not saying any of it's true. This is just for entertainment purposes. It's fun to talk about. But people can't help but notice, as long as people keep disappearing in the town he's playing when he's playing there, Garth keeps selling out stadiums. Let me know what you believe and follow for more.
This is actually a true thing. For some reason, wherever he's at, people are going missing exactly when he's there. The other theory that they have is it's not him. It's actually somebody on his road crew who is supposed to be, you know, constant. He doesn't replace them often. Or the third narrative is one of his super fans is actually the one running around doing this. And every time they go see him, they take a little extra souvenirs with them. All three sound plausible. We'll never know. But like they're saying, his concerts are still selling out, so apparently people don't care. Anyway, we've had a lot of fun again. We've seen some new things, a few things to let you know they're still out there. They're not going anywhere. The world changes, but it also stays the same just as much. We'll be here very next episode, new videos, shedding more light, learning more truth, and getting more scared. Until the next time, I do appreciate you all. You're sitting here in the comments, watching, engaging, keeping me on my toes. You know I love it. I am theundj. This is Confessing Lies or Telling Stories, and I'm out.